decades.
All right, 9:15 now. More than a dozen volunteers from Southeastern Pennsylvania are in Florida right now. They're helping people to get back on their feet after the devastation left behind by Hurricane Ian. And joining us right now to talk about those efforts is Guy Triano. He is the regional CEO for Southeastern Pennsylvania's American Red Cross. Guy, good morning to you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
I know it has been such a busy time for all of you, and you guys have been so generous in terms of getting some of the volunteers from our region down to Florida to help in the relief efforts and recovery. I can't imagine for those volunteers what it has been like to be on the ground, to see that devastation in person. How are they coping right now?
Yeah, they're wonderful, the volunteers. Many of them went even before the first drop of rain hit Florida. Many of them are down there, and we have more that we're sending this week. They're doing well. I've talked with a number of them yesterday and the day before. The biggest challenge right now is getting around the roads down there. It's still very difficult to get around there, but we are doing our best. And what they're doing, they're feeding. They're providing shelter assistance, and they're doing damage assessment and helping people that need it the most.
And we've been watching images coming out of Florida over these last several days since the hurricane hit. How does this compare to other response efforts that you've had to hurricanes? I'd have to imagine that this ranks pretty high up there.
Oh yeah, this was catastrophic flooding. And it did not just hit a certain area of the state of Florida, but it really took the majority of the state, went really from the West Coast all the way up to the East Coast and then up to the Carolinas. It was large, and the flooding is still, intense. The West Coast is where it was hit the most, but there's certainly parts of the I-4 corridor all the way up that's impacted as well.
And talk to us about, again, the volunteers from our region who are down there on the ground who are helping. What are they encountering, and what are the immediate needs in terms of helping those who've been affected?
Yeah, they're down there. They're providing shelter, so they're working in shelters. We have over 3,000 people that stayed in shelters last night. 27 shelters that are open. They're providing feeding, so they are actually inside the shelters feeding. But we also have 80 emergency response vehicles that are actually going out to the neighborhoods that were impacted, providing that warm meal to people who are in their houses or what's left of their houses, just to do the cleanup. They're there to provide that emotional support, care, and comfort during some of the darkest hours of their lives.
And Guy, for people back here at home who want to help your volunteers and help those who have been impacted by the storm, what's the best way that they can donate or contribute to the efforts?
The quickest and most efficient way to help the people down in Florida is to make a financial donation. 1-800-RED-CROSS or redcross.org. That's the quickest and easiest way. We have supplies down there. We're continuing to bring out more supplies down there as we assess the damage and help people get back to a little sense of normalcy.
All right. They have certainly a long road to recovery ahead, and your volunteers doing some amazing work out there. Guy Triano, thank you so much with the American Red Cross. I appreciate your time, and best of luck to you and everybody who's down there helping out in Florida.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank the volunteers for leaving their houses and going down there.
All right, thank you, Guy. And we have details for you about the American Red Cross's efforts in Florida on our website as well, cbsphiladelphia.com. There you can also find links for how you can donate and give back. Jim?